The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
It's football season in Chattanooga, where the Mocs are back-to-back SoCon champions.
We've got tremendous football players in this room.
Caught at the 25, down to the 20, down to the 10, touchdown Chattanooga.
Well, I think the fan support part of it is huge, because our fans are phenomenal.
Wants to throw, and it is picked.
Led by head coach Russ Huseman.
Come out and play with unbelievable energy today. Play with a chip on your shoulder today. You guys belong. Let's roll.
Welcome to Inside Chattanooga Football, hosted by head coach Russ Huseman and the voice of the Chattanooga Mocs, Jim Reynolds. Brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. By Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. By FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.
Welcome to Inside Chattanooga Football. I'm Jim Reynolds, and by all accounts, a very successful homecoming weekend. Not only was there a great crowd, great atmosphere, win by the Mocs over Western Carolina. T.O. is in the house, so a great afternoon Saturday. We'll have highlights of that Mocs win over Western Carolina. And, of course, we'll preview the upcoming Southern Conference game. Mocs had the Macon to take on Mercer this Saturday. Final Southern Conference road game of the year. Also, a preview of the Mocs wrestling team getting ready to square off against Stanford this coming weekend. So a lot going on. Stay with us. Inside Chattanooga Football returns in just a moment.
Throws up the three at the buzzer. Good! He hit it! That's a good one with the win at the buzzer.
Out to Shumpert, ball on the way. Got it! Holy Toledo!
Jones, three-pointer on the way. Good!
Oh, can you believe it? Oh, my! What a night of basketball. What a night for UTC. What a night for Mocs fans everywhere.
We celebrate you, loyal UTC fans, who brave sunburn and parking game after game. You super fans who live, eat, and breathe your UTC sports. And you, family of fanatics, passing down your game day traditions. No matter who you are, Mighty Mocs, FSG has you covered. Get the exclusive Power C debit card and show your UTC pride. Together, we'll ride the rails to victory. FSG Bank is proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Football is brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies.
Well, it starts with players. They've got good players. They're talented on both sides of the ball. They can run. And then once you get good players, then you got to instill confidence in them. And I think last year really started that process for Mark and his staff to instill the confidence that they can win. And they are a confident football team, so they got good players. They're confident and they're playing to win. And it's an impressive program, and they've done a great job there. And but you're not going to do what they're doing unless you got good players, and they've got good players.
I mean, this is a better team. I think they're playing with a lot more confidence this year. They've got some really good players. I know their quarterback is really good. And I mean, he was picked for one of to be in the running for the SoCon Player of the Year this year, and I mean he's a solid player. Defense, I think they're a lot more confident on defense this year. I know they'll be ready to play, and it's going to be exciting. I think it is going to be a close game.
They do a lot of heavy passing and runs, so I feel like we're gonna have to definitely read our keys well and just play practice like we've been practicing, and just study our opponent and be prepared when game time comes. Typically, it's more. I feel like they're going to be passing a lot on us. They're going to try to attack our pass game, but I feel like as long as our DBs and me and Nikivian work our coverages right, I feel like we can defend them pretty well.
Well, for one, two completely different offenses, obviously. So defensively, we got to get out of the triple option, run, pound mode, and into a spread. Similar to what we do. They're pretty similar offensively to what we do, and so that mindset right there is different. I think Wofford looks a lot like us, both sides of the ball. What they do defensively, what they do offensively, pretty similar teams. And now it's just who executes the best will win this game. We have to get better. You're absolutely right. I mean, we're not efficient in the throw game. Part of it's on our wideouts, part of it's quarterback, part of it's offensive line. We give up a sack. So it's a combination of Jacob, our wideouts. We got to play better at wideout. And nothing against those guys because they're the hardest working group on the team. They work hard. It's probably more important or as important than anybody on the team in the pride that they have in that room. And we got good players there. We just kind of, we got to get to where we're making a special play or two, and then it kind of, it'll snowball a little bit for those guys.
I think as an offense that we've not played our best game. I know here, wide receivers they'll have their game here, and offensive line will have our game there. I think we've not had our game where we come in and play as a whole, as a unit, and it's going to be exciting when we put it all together for one game, and it's going to be awesome.
It is. Homecoming's always a big week. I mean, no matter where you are, no matter what university you're at, it's important. A lot of people come back to see you, and so it's a great week. But again, the bottom line is at 2 o'clock we got to play football. Whatever the crowd, whoever comes back, the band, whatever it is, at 2 o'clock we better be ready to play and focused and hopefully we are and ready to go play.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Football is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler.
We're young in some areas, but we have some experience in areas. I think it's just going to be a matter of progress. Where we start is really irrelevant. It's really where we finish. So we got some young kids we're super excited about watching go, and we got some veterans that have proven that they can compete at this level. We're starting out young at the bottom of the lineup. Obviously starting freshmen at 25 and 33, 141, returning NCAA qualifier and Mike Pangratz. So at the end of the day, I feel like we got two kids that can compete. And at this point, nobody's young. They're all college wrestlers, and they got to figure out a way to step up to the plate and get the job done. At 49, 57, and 65, we have, Austin Sam dropping down to 49. We also have Andrew Webb there, who's doing an unbelievable job as a true freshman. Kamal Shakur, who competed yesterday in the All-Star Classic at 57. Then 65, Dominic Lampy's done a great job in the preseason, really getting ready for that spot there. So, again, there's some up in the air, but I think the upside is good, and we're excited to see these guys get after it. At 74, 84, 97, and heavyweights, really kind of our veterans through there. At 74, returning NCAA qualifier Sean Mappus. At 84, senior John Lampy. At 197 in heavyweight, you got two guys both ranked in the top 20, and Scotty Boykin and Jared Johnson. So, we finish off really well. But I think as we see this year progress, you're going to see consistency from all 10 weight classes, and we're going to put together a great year. It's a good schedule. It's a little bit, we have some teams coming in that normally on paper may not be powerhouses, but Stanford is bringing a great team in here on Saturday. Ohio University brings a great team in here on December 18th. Our conference schedule, again, is going to be tough. Teams continue to get better, but, we really can't spend a lot of time worrying about what they're doing. I think we have some great kids in this wrestling room working out right now, and we're going to focus on those guys and getting them better.
It's time for the Student Athlete Spotlight, brought to you by Southeast Bank.
Definitely shooting. That's my specialty. I think I can, I bring that to the table, and that would really help out, in an area that we need it. I'm not saying any of the guys can't shoot, but we have a lot of unreal athletes in Casey Jones and Trey McClain. But I think that will help them. It will open up their game more and mine as well. I think it was a little bit naturally and a learned art. My dad he had a pretty pure stroke when he played at Tennessee, so I'm sure I got some of that from him, but you can never go wrong with going in the gym yourself and shooting constant shots all the time. He's never told me a whole lot. He really just says how he was fortunate enough to have the players beside him that he did. He was the point guard for Ernie Grunfeld and Bernard King, which were two all-time greats. So, he was a really good player himself, but he really just mentions them most of when he talks about it. It was different. It's going to be different playing for someone that wasn't him. He taught me throughout grade school and in high school, so it's going to be different not playing for him, but I always enjoyed it. Some people say it's a bad experience, but it was very enjoyable for me. I never really knew anybody down here, nobody from home or anywhere close to home, so all I knew were the coaches and the players, and that's the only people I've ever known. So when you're down here with them all summer and you room with them, you eat with them, everything, I know people say it a lot, but you really do become a family. So, they're my brothers. I'd do anything for them, and even though we've just known each other for the past couple months, I feel like I've known them for years just because we do so much stuff together. I mean, it is a whole group, but there are guys who single you out, and try to take care of you. Justin Toyle's done a great job with me, and Chuck Esther and Eric Robinson. Those three probably come to mind the most. They're always there checking on you, asking how you're doing, and if you need any help with anything, because they know what it was like as a freshman, dealing with older guys, stronger guys, seniors. So those guys have really helped me along the way.
Sports Directors Cup honors the nation's best overall collegiate athletic program in each division, men's and women's sports. The prestigious award continues its reign as the crowning achievement in college athletics. To follow your favorite team, like us on Facebook. Find us in USA Today, online, and on Twitter at LS Directors Cup. Over 2 decades of excellence, the Learfield Sports Directors Cup.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Football is brought to you by FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.
Wrinkled today.
Stovall moves in motion, play action to him. Jacob steps back over the middle, pass complete. Bagley in the middle of the field, across the 50 and down to the Western Carolina 48, 47-yard line.
Oh, that motion.
Pistol look. Handoff, faking it back, throwing it out near side, complete at the 15, down to the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Xavier Borishati flared from right to left, caught it out of the backfield. See if it's Derek Crane time for the Mocs. It is. Up the middle, Crane goes to his left in the end zone. Touchdown, Chattanooga. Great opening drive for the Mocs. Finished off by a 5-yard run by Derek Crane. Carolina, Cats, extra point and blocked. Right up the gut, scooped, and then down. Wow. Ward, 2 receivers far side as well. This time Jacob pulls it out, dumps off the pass, complete downside, down the far sideline, 40, 35. Did he stay in bounds? I think he did.
Looks like they're going to mark him at the 21-yard line.
And time. Hand off Derek Crane, little delay, up the middle, Crane takes on one, stays his balance, stays on his feet, touchdown Chattanooga.
A thing of beauty for Derek Crane. He was hit once, kept on going, tripped up once, regained his balance, and went
Where Shotty moves in motion, play action to him. Jacob the throw, in some trouble, avoids the rush, throws it up in the air, wide open at the 11. It's caught, and C.J. Moore driven out of bounds inside the 5 from the 4. Huseman keep up the middle, hit, dives forward. Did he break the plane is the question. Yes, he did. Touchdown Chattanooga. A 4-yard want-to run from Jacob Huseman. Quarterback from the gun. Goes to the short side of Newsom. Newsom doesn't get much, if anything. Hit at the line of scrimmage, trying to go to the short side. And they're going quickly. Play action. Mitchell to throw. Underneath, that's caught at the 10. Hit at the 5, strip, 3, picked up by the Mocs. At the 10, at the 11, and wrestled down. UTC with the strip. Cedric Nettles picked it up. And then you said, what's happening here? Jacob will keep at the 30, at the 40, is in the open field. At the 50, down to the 40, angles his way 30, down to the 20, stiff arms his way down to the 15-yard line. Jacob Huseman with the big run.
And what?
Second and goal from the 1. Derek Crane goes wide, sees an opening, breaks the plane, touchdown Chattanooga. Third TD of the day for Derek Crane. How about that drive? Starting. Jacob Huseman in the backfield. Crane gets the call, tries to sweep near side, turns it upfield 40. Crosses the 40 on the Huseman to number 34, Derek Crane. Crane dives. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Mr. Crane just scored his 4th touchdown of the day. Split out to the left side. Mitchell pulls it back, in some trouble, and hit in the backfield and dropped back at the 35-yard line. One of the few times today that the Mocs have been. Kyle Knowles gets the call, far side, 40-yard line, backs his way, picks up a first down. There you go for the freshman. 9-yarder for the Chattanooga Mocs field goal kicker. He's made 7 in a row. No, he's made 8 in a row. That's good from 39 yards out. Enrique Ribeiro continues his streak. Mocs put 3 more on the board.
Charleston Southern game wraps up.
Single setback Bagley again. Huseman with the fake, puts it up in the air. Pass complete near side. That was Bingo Morton that made the catch near side. It was entering the game. Now 8 in a row today, and puts that one up, and that's good again. Enrique's streak continues. 2 receivers right, 1 left, 2 right. Mitchell again tries to go up the middle, gets around 1, hit again and dropped near the 36-yard line. Might have lost 2 more on that play. Again, everything now. Let's see how much they come. They're sending the linebacker. Mitchell drops, throws, up in the air, turn around, and it is picked. There's Trevor Wright, picks off that pass. It was slightly underthrown. He saw it before the receiver did, came back, and got the pick for Chattanooga. It is a homecoming victory. Mocs over Western Carolina, final score 41-13. 41-13.
We celebrate you, loyal UTC fans, who brave sunburn and parking game after game. You super fans who live, eat, and breathe your UTC sports. And you, family of fanatics, passing down your game day traditions. No matter who you are, Mighty Mocs, FSG has you covered. Get the exclusive Power C debit card and show your UTC pride. Together, we'll ride the rails to victory. FSG Bank is proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
Welcome back to Inside Chattanooga Football, joined by head football coach Russ Huseman. And I mentioned earlier, by all accounts, Saturday was a good day. Good crowd, good atmosphere. T.O. had fun, and you had fun. Those are 2 important people, I think.
Well, T.O. probably important, not me, but a really good win for us. We played well. I think all 3 phases played well. Defensively, we were okay, not great, but offensively, I think that was really the first time where we executed and it had big plays, drove the football, do the things that you want to do offensively. Our offensive line came to play, did an unbelievable job, and then I think Jacob and Crane both had really good games. So, it was a great win, and it was fun, homecoming, great crowd, proud of our crowd for being there, and it was neat seeing T.O.
A couple times we've talked about in the areas of need for improvement, quick start, throwing game. Got off to a quick start again this week, and I think Jacob only had one misconnection or whatever. There was only one incomplete pass on the entire day. Those are two positives right there.
Yeah, his one incompletion was actually on a jailbreak screen, and probably should have got that ball caught, but for the most part did a nice job, and our wideouts caught the football, and so yeah, we threw it better.
Just talk a little bit about getting off to that quick start against a team like Western Carolina. You did that last year in Cullowhee. You don't know what was in the back of their mind, but just scoring on that first drive, it's got to make everything easier the rest of the day.
Well, you start by going 3 and out when they get the ball right off the bat, which was big for our defense to do that. And then when we got the ball back, I think we drove it 81 yards, and that was big. And I think we got to stop again. Defensively, so yeah, it was a great start, and then all of a sudden we're up 21-6, and then we score again, and that was a good sign that we had a really good chance to win that game, and it was good in the second half that we can get some people in the game and kind of put it away there late in the third quarter.
You and I talked after the game saying there was nothing cheap. Every scoring drive was pretty lengthy, wasn't it?
Well, the amount of yards were lengthy, but I think we had 7 big plays this week. And so, when you get those big plays and you get those chunks, you're gaining a lot of yards, which we did, but you're also not depending on the 12 to 14 play drives, the 15 play drives that, when you do that, sometimes you're going to make a mistake. But when you can get big chunks, it really helps.
The old Western Carolina, pretty potent offensive team to 283 yards, and a guy that's been quarterbacking in Cullowhee for a while now.
Yeah, that guy's good. We came in trying to game plan him for pass rush lanes and always had a linebacker eyeballing him for scrambles. And, we didn't do a great job. We got him on the ground. I wish we would have played better in that part of the game. But, we got him on the ground. We tackled. They didn't run the ball very well against us, which was good. Defensively, I think we got to play better. But to hold them to 283 is pretty good.
On the road this week, and get ready for this final Southern Conference road game at Mercer.
Flies by, doesn't it? I know Mercer's a pretty tough place to play from what I understand. They play well at home. They've won a lot of games at home. I think they're well coached, both sides of the ball, and I got a ton of respect for Bobby Lamb and his staff. They do a great job. We recruit against them, and they're hard workers, relentless. They've made our life tough in the recruiting part of it, and even football-wise, they do a great job and have really, really good players.
But give me this. They're still searching, aren't they?
Well, they're kind of like we were a while back. We couldn't figure out how to get that win or how to win that close game. It'll come. I don't think there's a question that Mercer is going to be one of the top teams in this league for a long time. They got great facilities, and they're doing it the right way down there. So it'll come. It's hard. I'm just telling you. I've lived through it, and it's hard. And I think Mark Spear at Western Carolina is going through that a little bit. And there's growing pains. But once you get one or two of those things, then it starts to snowball, and all of a sudden that ball bounces your way a little bit.
Mocs on the road in Macon to take on Mercer Saturday. That's a 4 o'clock kickoff, and we'll have highlights next time of the Mocs and Mercer on Inside Chattanooga Football.
Inside Chattanooga Football has been brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. By Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. By FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.